Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your weekly reading for June 3rd to the 11th. This is for Scorpio, Sun, and Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. I also use astrology in my guides to help bring a lot more clarity. To get more specific and detailed with your reading, Scorpio, I do this because I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one rather than a general spread. Yeah, I want you to feel like we're in the same room right now. We're just sitting on a sofa, drinking some iced tea, and just having a casual conversation. Now, Scorpio, I also use astrology because it brings a lot more depth to your reading. So this is, Scorpio, this is a big week. I'm not going to lie. This is a really big week for you. There's a lot happening. All right. If you saw your June forecast, whoa, hello. How are ya? I love what's going on for you for June. And you deserve it all. As I mentioned, you've gone through some times, okay? You've gone through some times. Now, this is an interesting week. And you notice that I said June 3rd to the 11th. Normally it'd be the 5th to the 11th, but we do have to include that full moon in Sagittarius. Now, why is this such a big deal? Is because the full moon in Sagittarius is in your second house, okay? And this is salary, all right? And your finances. But it's also, remember, the second house, as I explained, is ruled by Taurus, and Taurus's ruling planet is Venus. So what makes this interesting is if you're not here for money, okay? If you're not here for money at all, that's not even a thing for you. It's comfort, it's stability, it's your physical world, okay? It's, how your self-esteem, self-value, self-worth, all of that, okay? So with this full moon in Sagittarius, which is very interesting, it's going to really affect the mutable signs the most, your fixed sign. So, but a lot of y'all may still feel it, depending on your birth chart. But so with that said, this full moon, with the aspects that are happening around this full moon, it's more about clarity around things that you may have been lacking, clarity around things that you need moving forward, even being just a little bit more assertive, like knowing things about having messages, right, come through, and having that awareness and clarity in terms of, okay, I know what I have to do, I know what I have to go toward, especially when it comes to your self-worth, self-value, empowerment, but also money-wise. Now, the reason why I say money and why I think this is going to be a big thing for you is because we are in Gemini season. And Gemini season, that is ruling your 8th house, and you are the native ruler of the 8th house, but the 8th house is other people's money, okay? It's other people's money in terms of resources. So it can be inheritance, it can be investments, it can be, bonuses, commissions, paying off debts, even karmic debts at this point. But this is, so the sun is kind of like shining light in that area. So that's hitting the 2 money sectors in the zodiac wheel for you for this week. All right. Now, the other reason why is because Venus is moving into Leo. If you saw my monthly reading, you know that Mars is already in Leo. Mars in Leo is fiery. Venus is adding fuel to, your heart's ablazing now, okay? We have Venus and Mars in Leo this week. And so this is really just being passionate about your passions, really going toward your passions, being proud and confident about your dreams, the direction you're heading in terms of all these great new things that have been happening in your life. And a lot of Scorpios, I'm not going to lie, have gotten into new relationships in terms of work or love, or have taken your relationships to the next level. You'll be doing that a lot this year, especially with Jupiter in your 7th house. So I absolutely love that for you. But Venus and Mars in Leo is in your 10th house of career. So you could feel some really fast. Sorry about that, Scorpio. My camera cut off. So as I was saying, you could be feeling some very fast and furious moments in terms of career. 10th house is career. It's public recognition. It's honors. It's success, achievement. So if it's not career related, which with the fact that all these activities happening in your, money house, finance house, salary house, career house, It just may be, especially with Jupiter in your seventh house of partnerships, which is also partnerships and work. Okay, so there could be a lot of activity when it comes to career. And again, if that does not resonate for you, if you're not here for career, this is just being, when I say public recognition, it can be just being recognized for how amazing you are in your community, in your family. It can be getting some sort of award or honor, or just feeling, worthy. Again, remember that full moon in Sagittarius in your second house of self-worth and self-value. So one other thing this weekend, Mercury's moving into Gemini. That is going to be something I talk about more next week. Mercury is the ruling planet for Gemini. A lot of communication is going to be flying everywhere. But this really is a week where there's a lot of great aspects. On the 11th, this is possibly, it's actually one of the best days of the week. So take note of that, okay? Mercury sextiling Neptune, that's, amazing. Your creativity is going to soar. But that's going to be on the 9th. On the 11th, on the actual 11th, Mercury's trining Pluto. That's, if you're signing a contract this week, this is the best way to do it. A lot of y'all will be, okay? Again, remember, looking at what's going on in your solar chart. So, every Scorpio is different, it depends on, I don't know if you're reading this for your rising. If you're reading it for Scorpio rising, obviously it's going to resonate more with you. But also that same day, Venus is squaring Jupiter. Not all squares are bad. Just have fun, okay? Just have fun and treat yourself. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. So let's go ahead and get started, Scorpio. Let's see what's going on for you for June 3rd to the 11th. Again, this is for Scorpio, Sun, and Rising. And if you want to read for your Moon, your Venus, your any of those other aspects, you are absolutely welcome to. If you want more clarity in those areas of your life. So, Scorpio, let's do it. So, Scorpio, like I said earlier, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. It really does give the best overview. And if we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. Secondly, Scorpio, let me see if you can see this. You can. Okay. And what else was I going to say? Oh, yeah. I love you. Scorpio, you're amazing. I love all my Scorpios. And if you are a subscriber, I say that yeah. I love y'all's June reading. I'm very, very happy for you. The direction you're going. Again, I know what y'all, those eclipses that we had in your signs like last year, that Mercury retrograde really was a curveball. We had Uranus and Saturn square. It was just like kind of messy, but we're moving into like June. When I say gangbusters, it's gangbusters. So let's get started. I love what's going on here. This resilience energy you have. Wow. This is pretty amazing. Let's get started. You got the Page of Cups, all right? So there's something new that did come through. Didn't you get it in your last reading? You did, didn't you, in your June? But in any case, this is saying that some of y'all have something new has come through for y'all, okay? And again, it depends on what day you're watching this reading, but the Page of Cups came in your past. So this is all about following your bliss. There's something that's come through, something that you may be really curious about too. Something that the Page of Cups is very Scorpio, by the way. He's very, water, okay? So Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, very dreamy, very imaginative, very intuitive. Really, really that imagination soaring. A lot of aspects happening this week that's you're just gonna, it's like unlocked, right? In fact, who else talks to a fish coming out of a cup, right? And so this is just a lot of imagination, a lot of just like really going with like what's in your heart. And again, pages are the newbies, so it's something new that's coming into your life that you're exploring, okay? It can be a passion, it can be a relationship, it can be a job, it can be a career. Cups are just, it's your emotions. It's love too, and relationships. So a lot of it will be relationship related. Again, it can be career too, especially with what's happening this week. But I love that for you. All right. Keep exploring that. Now, you did get the 9 of Wands in your heart of your spread. And so this card is actually all about resilience. So this is a week where you're going to be very resilient. It's almost like there's a lot going on for you, Scorpios, this week. There's almost maybe too much, especially with these aspects that are happening. Something around the full moon, Sagittarius, the full moon in Sagittarius is Saturday, could test you in a way, test your self-confidence, test your self-worth and your self-value. And this is you just saying, Hell no, right? You see the gauze on his head, the little soldier boy here. He's gone through it. He's definitely gone through it. I said, y'all have gone through a year, all right? But he's still standing. In fact, he's standing in front of the wands. Wands are, your passions, creativity, ideas, but also work related, enterprise, career, things that you've worked really hard for, blood, sweat, tears, right? All of that heart and soul. He is standing in front of his wands, protecting them, saying, no, back off. I've gone through it. I can take more. Keep coming at me. This is how resilient I am. And so I really love that about you. Really, really kind of like just putting your foot down and just saying nothing's going to take this away from me, especially if it's something very new to you, all right, or something that you've been like really nurturing. Okay, I really love that for you. You did get the Queen of Wands in your challenge area. So the biggest message coming through is that, one, try not to keep that resilience. Okay, keep that resilience energy. If something tries to throw you off, don't fall for it. It's going to be a trap. And when I say something like tries to throw you off, it really could be something where it's provoking you to the point where your pinchers come out. This is a week not to do that. Okay, looking at your entire spread. Okay, I don't think you will, but there could be, like full moons are intense, they're emotional, they're very emotional. Okay, and this one is a pretty emotional one that's in Sagittarius, and it is again all about your self-worth and self-values. And so don't let anything get to you, don't let anything get under your skin this week. Okay, if something does, just do, what is it, the face palm to whatever it is, give it the face palm. All right. Secondly, Queen of Wands in your challenge area, there could be someone that's kind of in the way of you trying to get the things that you want, someone who is the biggest message coming through, and let me see if I can make an analogy. It's like, did you see the movie Mean Girls? The Regina George? It could be someone like Regina George energy, just kind of like passive aggressive and just like really popular, cool, everybody likes her, but deep down inside, she's kind of like manipulative and just like, ooh, like someone like that could, maybe at work, maybe in your family, just, just being a little, right? Don't let them get to you. Remember, this is the week of the face palm, right? The face palm. Palm, is it palm, hand to the palm? Well, you know what I mean. But look, you got strength. Okay, not only did you get strength in your crown, you got the Chariot in the root of your spread. So this is absolutely amazing. Hello, this is absolutely amazing. One of the reasons why is strength. One of two people who have the sign of infinity over her head. So it's, again, finding that strength and courage to stand up for yourself and not let anything get to you this week. All right, you got resilience in the heart of your spread. Now with that infinity symbol, this is really amazing because it's like, with that strength, that courage that you have, it's infinite possibilities. You can do anything. And when you have that strength, it's really also tapping into whatever brings you that source of strength. Do that. If you feel like your scorpion, if your pinches are coming out, if someone's like really annoying you this week, just find that strength, okay? And just to just palm up, just say something really silly. Oh, ha ha ha, you try to get me, but no one's gonna get my goat this week. Like, I got bigger fish to fry. Okay, that's what I want you to think. Now you got the Chariot in the root of your spread. This is really amazing because this is all about just moving forward, leaving any challenges behind. And this is what you want, and this is what's going to happen, and this is what you're going to do. The Chariot came in the root of your spread. What's really grounding you this week is just like this determination to move forward. I mean, that Mars and Venus energy in Leo, remember I said it's really fiery, right? It's really about going forward, being passionate. He's found that willpower and determination to move forward. Now, if you are into numerology, 2023 is the year of 7. Jupiter, the planet of good luck and good fortune, moved into your 7th house. I mean, there's a lot of, and you can think about 7 and say, the lucky 7, and there are 7 chakras, 7 colors of the rainbow. There's such a significant number, but it's all about introspection. So do you see what's happening here? Do you see down the cross here? You have strength, resilience, introspection. This is amazing. Scorpio, this is a great week for you. All just remember, just to don't let anything get you down this week. Don't let anything sidetrack you or like distract you. You're good because boom, hello, you got the Knight of Cups. So one message already coming through is that there is something that's gonna like kind of like maybe blindside some of y'all, or it could just be something that it's like, oh, that's interesting. I never thought about that before. And that's that moment of clarity, okay, with the full moon in Sagittarius. Now, again, it depends on when you see this reading, but, you know, these full moons, their energies last for weeks, okay? So it doesn't have necessarily have to happen on the day of the full moon. That's just when the energy is the strongest, okay? So, why I say that is because you see what's happening here now. You see what I pointed out, what's going down the cross. Now you see, you got the Page of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. And so it's like this newness and this just even if it's not new, it's just following your bliss. Or, you know, you could have heard, you gotten some message about something like maybe a new job offer or something that just came through that was just like, I really want this. All right. Relationship, though, is a big thing, but just think your passions, something that's going to fulfill you emotionally. And then you have this moment of like someone or something that's like kind of really getting in the way. But you're just going to be resilient, and then you just resume forward. Obviously, Knights come after the pages here. But this, absolutely amazing. And the Knight of Cups came in your future. And so this is moving forward. And this is, you know, just like the Page of Cups, he's very intuitive. He's very, like, cool writer. Yeah? Like, he's Juicy Grease, too. With Michelle Pfeiffer. Anyway, with the guy. Anyway, I'm not getting. I don't know why I brought that up, but he's a cool writer. He's like cool. He's very like romantic. He's, you know, he's into the arts. He's, you know, like think about that, like the medieval times, like even like the Romantic era, the Renaissance era. He's into like art and beauty, and all he wants to do is fill his cup. He wants to be emotionally fulfilled. This is in your future. It looks like there is like a lot of y'all are moving into this relationship. It could be work related. It could be career related. Again, not surprised with Jupiter going into your 7th house of partnerships. Okay. But again, if relationship is not a thing for you, if career is not a thing for you, if it's a spiritual journey, that's here too. Okay, that's here too. Your imagination is going to be wild. It's going to, you even see, I'm going to point something out. Remember, he's talking to a fish. Okay, fish, imagination, creativity, right? Now, here, you see the fish all over his armor. Okay, the fish are red here. Red for passion. And so that creativity, your creativity, imagination, and really just being in tune. Remember, Cups is all that love. There's self-love too. It's really moving forward, okay? Really moving forward. But I want you to ask yourself, how does this resonate with you? Is it a relationship? Is it something work related? But you got strength, you got resilience, you got introspection, but also moving forward. I love this for you, Scorpio. Now let's get to your stuff. You know, June is a big month. There's a lot happening. I said it's a gangbusters month. There's a lot. Things start to slow down, okay? Things simmer down in July, and then it kind of plateaus. So this is the month where a lot of things are going to happen, and this is the month to take a lot of action, major action for things you want, okay? There's going to be retrogrades starting this month. Okay, and then for most of the summer. So this is the time to, oh my goodness. You know, Scorpio, if you like this reading, I gotta say my line. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I love hearing from you. Secondly, if you are a subscriber, I don't know why I'm doing this with my hands. If you are a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. You're amazing. I love you so much. And I really am truly grateful and appreciative. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. So let's get started. Boom. I love this. You are golden. You're golden. You're literally like, I don't even know what to say at this point. You got the sun. As we know, this is the most powerful symbol in tarot. This is, you know, the sun. What does the sun do? Shines light. boom, everywhere. This is abundance, vitality, growth. This is invigorating. This is, the sun shining all those dark shadows out of your life. Okay, this is absolutely amazing. You see the, the wisdom child on the white horse with the red banner. I mean, this is victory. This is long hair don't care. This is like feeling free. This is purity. This is so great. I love this. You are definitely moving into the sun here. And that's all you want. And that's all I want you to do is just be optimistic this week, okay? Just be very optimistic. Remember, Regina George is not gonna, don't let her get your goat, okay? If that does come up, something comes up, the face palm, all right? This is your week. You're going to be resilient. I love that. Now, you got the Ace of Pentacles. Boom. I love it. You know what? You're good. You're golden. I mean, speaking of golden, look at the pentacle here. It's the biggest pentacle in the deck, okay? And so this came in your external factors area. So again, you are moving into this abundance, into this like auspicious new place in your life. And again, career is going to resonate for a lot of y'all, especially with the Ace of Pentacles now coming up. I did tell you this is a big money week for you, all right? In your solar chart, where the 2nd and 8th house are activated, okay? This is going to be a big week for y'all in terms of money. And again, if that does not resonate with you, it's self-worth, self-value. And when I say it doesn't resonate with you, like literally, if you're Bill Gates watching this video, or like the King of Norway, where you're like bars of gold in your basement, you're like, money, nah. That's your physical world, okay? Your physical reality. It's something new coming through, okay? I absolutely love this for you. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Came in your external factors area. You see that pathway there? I'm going to show you something. You connect the cards here, okay? You connect the cards. So he's moving into this pathway, this golden pathway, the Knight of Cups. You see that archway? That is a gateway into this new auspicious like place in your life that has to do with money. Aces are new beginnings. It's change. It's new journeys. It's new paths. It's new money and wealth. And again, just change, moving into this next like chapter in your life. Again, in a very auspicious way. It's the hand of spirit offering it. And then like if you see the full story here, again, we're going from the Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, but that resilience, there is going to be something that's going to like maybe come up and just kind of like throw you off a little bit, that really it makes you think about your self-worth, but you're going to, you're going to give the hand to the palm to the face to Regina George. Now, you did get the 2 of Wands here, okay? So it is very clear as day there's something you're planning, okay? You're definitely planning something. That's the biggest message coming through. It's like you've gone through all these hurdles. Now you have the world in your hands, and now you want to plan stuff. It's not really pulling the trigger. It's seeing all this come through. Again, this is just kind of like moving toward this energy. I really love it, but something new is coming through, and it's planning. At the same time, you do see you got the 8 of Cups, okay? And this came in your final outcome. So you are definitely moving into this place, a new like chapter in your life. If you want to consider your life a trilogy, you're writing the 2nd book. I mean, this is especially thinking about your June reading, but speaking of full moons, well, this is an eclipse, but still, full moon energy here. You can see the man is walking away from the cups. There's nothing wrong with the cups. He just knows something's better for him. So there is going to be something that does possibly come to a conclusion around that full moon. Full moons do bring conclusion, okay? But what comes after a conclusion? New beginnings. All right, you're moving into this. I absolutely love this for you. You can see all the red here, all right? And it may be a little bittersweet. And it may be something where it's just like, it's going to be, it is that full moon in Sagittarius is really going to have an impact. It's going to have an impact, and it's going to be that moment of clarity of, I need to leave this behind, or I know that I need to go toward this, but it's going to really have an effect on your self-worth or self-value. And it could even be, the fact that you have this moment of clarity, like, I'm not getting paid what I'm worth. Boom. And then you make that a reality, you're moving into this abundance of wealth. Okay? So Scorpio, this is actually a really great week for you. There's, you're good. You're good. You're absolutely good. You're 1,000% good here. Just know there is going to be something that's going to come to an end. You're moving into this new beginning. You have a lot of sunlight with you. That I mean, you're absolutely good. I honestly like just stay resilient. Okay, stay resilient. Don't let anything get your goat. Don't let anything like your don't let your Pinterest come out. It's not going to be worth your time. Okay, look at this amazingness. Anyway, you're amazing, Scorpio. Thanks so much for tuning in. Again, if you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, and if you are a subscriber, you are amazing. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you next week. Actually, next week is a big week for you. Next week is a huge week for you, Scorpio, because we have that new moon in Gemini, and it's in your 8th house. And like I said, you are the native ruler of the 8th house. The 8th house is all about death and rebirth. We see what's happening here. You see what's happening here? We're amping up to that new moon. We're amping up to that new moon where a lot of things are going to change for the better. Scorpio, you're amazing. I love you. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.